In just about 24 hours, maybe a little bit more, your Baltimore Ravens can lock down the AFC North in the number 3 seed in the playoffs. Unfortunately, I guess fortunately maybe, the Cleveland Browns are the only thing standing in their way. Welcome to Ravens Rundown, everybody. I am your host, Joey Petersen. We got Browns, we got Ravens kicking off tomorrow, 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. I'll be live for it, so come hang out with us then. But right now, your Baltimore Ravens are a 17.5-point favorite. The total over-under is 41.5. So Vegas likes Baltimore in this one, and I do too. Do you want to lock down the 3 seed this weekend? Do you want to lock it down? Because if so, go ahead and spam those 3s for me in the comment section down below. I want to hear every single one of y'all as many times as you can. Let's start with a little bit of an injury update. Wide receiver Cedric Tillman was placed on injured reserve this week. And you might be asking me, Joey, why are we talking about Cedric Tillman? Like, he doesn't have that great of stats. He's only second-year wide receiver. He hasn't really done much. Well, if you remember, last time you played the Browns, Cedric Tillman caught 2 touchdowns on you, 80 yards. Tillman had himself a day. So the fact that he's not going to be playing in this one, I think bodes well for this team. Okay, so that's a little bit of an injury update. But let's get into my keys to victory. Joey's keys to victory, like we like to call them. Number 1, you can't beat yourself. No ifs, ands, or buts about this one, okay? You're the better team, and you're the better team by far, okay? But we've seen this team lose these games, like Week 8 against Cleveland, like Week 2 against Las Vegas. And what do they do when they lose those games? Well, they commit penalties and they miss kicks. Penalties and losses. Chiefs, 7 for 64. Raiders, 11 for 109. Browns, 7 for 53. Steelers, 12 for 80. The Eagles, 4 for 20. Not that bad of a penalty day for the loss, okay? Missed kicks. Chiefs, 2 for 3. Raiders, 3 for 4. Browns, 1 for 2. Steelers, 1 for 3. Eagles, 2 for 4. Now, the good news in all of this is the last game you just played, last couple games you played, the penalties have gotten a lot better. The other good news in all of this is you got a guy in Justin Tucker who has kind of turned his season around in a sense after the bye weekend. Been perfect on field goals, been perfect on extra points. That's exactly what you need to happen, okay? But if you don't, or I guess if you do beat yourself, then that's what's going to happen again. 29-24 was the score in a game where you played a team that was starting Jameis Winston, where you played a team that you were better than and it wasn't even close. And they got the better of you because you beat yourself. So that's where this one starts for me, okay? Is not beating yourself. Because if you do, you're going to lose. You saw the score of last time you played this team in Week 8. I want you guys to predict it for me in the comment section down below. What is going to be the score of tomorrow's game? Let me know. If you could call it, I'll give you a special shout out on tomorrow's live stream. I got to give a quick special shout out to our friends over at Prize Picks. Sign up today, get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. It's playoff time. It's now or never. So don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks. It's the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. You can now win 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Prize Picks also offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. They also offer weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Think Lamar Jackson will get 250 passing yards next week? What about Patrick Mahomes? More than 1.5 touchdowns. Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this football season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. Let's take a look at my Prize Picks that I've got for this upcoming weekend. I went random wide receivers. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling it, okay? I took the more on Jamar Chase, 95.5 receiving yards, the more on Jackson Smith and Jigba with 72.5 receiving yards, and the less on Calvin Ridley, 68.5 receiving yards. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need a win to receive the $50 bonus. Why? Because it's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Up next, in my opinion, what you got to do is you got to force turnovers, okay? You're going to be either playing Dorian Thompson Robinson or you're going to be playing Bailey Zappe. And if they go to their emergency quarterback, then you're playing Jameis Winston. All of those guys have an affinity for turning the ball over. And this is exactly what you weren't doing the last time you played this team. I'm going to shuffle through a couple of photos, show how bad these drops were. These should have been interceptions, and you dropped every one of them. There's a pick in the end zone, dropped. What about this one? 20-yard line. Go up to high point it. You drop it. And then this one was the biggest one. The biggest kicker of them all, in my opinion. Kyle Hamilton, Browns' final drive. He catches this one. This game is over. Unfortunately, he drops it. Browns score. Browns win. Okay? And this is all coming from this week's report earlier on on Tuesday, from Zach Jackson. Stefanski says Browns will work through the quarterback situation this week. Certainly a chance I could play Bailey Zappe and Dorian in this game. That's what head coach Kevin Stefanski said to the media. So why is this so great? Why do you need to focus on turnovers if you're playing a guy like Dorian Thompson Robinson? Well, that's about all this guy does. He's played in 6 games. He's thrown 6 picks, 0 touchdowns, only 106 yards a game, and completing barely, and I mean barely, over half his passes. Okay, so you can take advantage of this guy. And if you're able to force turnovers and get points off of said turnovers, and you already have the better team, you already have the better quarterback, you already have the better everything, in my opinion, except maybe edge rusher with Myles Garrett, then you're going to win the game. It's just force turnovers, okay? Please, please, please. You know what else I'm saying? Please, please, please about? I'm begging you guys. Please, please, please hit that sub button. So far in this football season, 6,651 of you guys have done exactly that. And I'm so thankful for each and every single one of you. It's been an awesome season. We've had a ton of fun. And thanks so much for joining me along the way. Also, I got a goal. Get to 25,000 subscribers for the end of the season. We're 689 away from that. So if you want to be one of the next people to join this channel, hit that sub button. It's free. You get everything from it. And if you don't do it, you might not love the Ravens. Final key to victory, number 3 for Joey on his keys to victory is Derrick Henry keeps it rolling. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I've done 18 of these previews. And if I look back at every single one of them, I would guess of the 18, I would guess 16 had Derrick Henry on them. Because he's proved that when you give him the football, good things happen. The last 2 games, 51 freaking carries, 309 yards, over 6 yards a carry, and a touchdown. He's been unreal. Against Houston, against anybody, okay? Pittsburgh, he was running wild. He's been phenomenal. So keep that going. And that's one thing that you didn't do against Cleveland in Week 8. And in my opinion, it's one of the big reasons why you lost. He only had 11 carries. That was his lowest of the entire season. No wonder you lost that game. You only gave it to them 11 times. And that's not like you were even trailing the entire time or trailing big and you had to pass the ball 100 times. No, you were neck and neck. Most of the game you were even winning. But he only carried the ball 11 times. 6.6 yards per carry and a touchdown. Not a bad day. Give it to him more this time around, okay? Vegas time, everybody. I'm going to set an over-under. 99.5. So basically, I'm asking, do you think he gets over 100 yards? If you think over, go ahead and give me an O. If you think under, go ahead, Give me a U. Let me know in the comment section down below. My score prediction for this one, I don't think it's close, guys. I don't think this one is even close. I got the Baltimore Ravens winning this one 38-10. I think you make a statement. I think you punch your ticket to the postseason, to the number 3 seed, get the division title in a massive way. Give me Baltimore over the Cleveland Browns by 4 touchdowns. Y'all let me know what you think score is going to be down below. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. I'll be back tomorrow for the live show. Make sure to come hang out with me. I'll be going live around 3:15 Eastern time. It's going to be a blast. See you tomorrow.